Hey, it's Sandy, and for about a year now, I've been really focused on my fitness. I've been very dedicated, getting my exercise and eating right. But recently, I got kind of bored with my walking and lifting weights. And a buddy of mine said, well, why don't you join me for a 90-minute session of hot yoga at Pure Yoga, Texas? I went and I love it, and I think you will too. They've got two locations. I go to the one north at 8620 Burnett Road, about 3 blocks south of 183. There's also one downtown between 5th and 6th Street on Oakland. They do a lot more than just hot yoga at Pure Austin. They also have hot yoga for hips and spine. They've got the Inferno Hot Pilates. You should check out their website. It's pureyogatexas.com. Again, that's pureyogatexas.com. You know, as we get a little older, we need to stay strong and flexible, and you get both of those benefits when you do some yoga. So check it out, pureyogatexas.com. Don't be intimidated. Jeff and Marty are the owners. They're so welcoming and so kind. You are going to love it. Check it out, pureyogatexas.com.
Streaming on the iHeartRadio app. This is the JB and Sandy Show on Austin's 80 station, 103.1.
Great time for Netflix to put out something good on TV with everybody kind of snowed in, not going anywhere, not going out.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. Yeah. Really good timing.
Good timing for streaming stuff. And, you know, they schedule all these things way ahead, but one of them got delayed. It was on Saturday night, and I watched it. It was the Taipei 101, Alex Honnold, the rock climber, the world-famous rock climber.
We watched it live.
So did I.
Yeah.
How long did it take?
Hour and a half.
An hour. Yeah, hour and a half, I guess. But what?
Were there ever any moments that you were like, he's about to fall? Like, did he ever accidentally misstep or?
No.
Okay.
It kind of looked easy to him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But still, he was way up there.
I mean, he does make it look easy, but I kept thinking about not that, like, obviously he doesn't have a fear of heights. It's work. He's just so super focused. But that's a lot of fatigue. And what really got my attention is when they showed his heart rate climbing was at like 165. Like that's pretty high, especially as you get older. I was like, that's hard work.
Yeah.
And for an hour and a half of intensity like that, I was like, oh, so fatigue could set in, then you make a big mistake.
The biggest pucker factor for me personally watching it was at the very end when he was standing at the very top of the needle thing when he was done.
Yeah.
And he was just standing up there.
I know.
I'm like, dude, sit down.
How did he get down?
Yeah.
That he repelled.
I would fall from the fear of having to stand there like that. Does that make sense?
Yeah. It makes your stomach flip. And then the people in the windows looking at him.
All pulling out their phones and video. How many little social media videos are out there of the people in the buildings filming Alex Honnold going by?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Man, what didn't it make you just want to go to that city?
Oh, yeah. It looks super cool.
Oh, my God. It's funny. We sit there and you look at like the growth of Austin, and we're a city, like we're a big boy city now. And then I look at that and I go, we're nothing.
Yeah. It was cool. And what was weird watching it was like, okay, here I go. And it was like,
he just started.
Just first step up onto it. And then he just kept repeating the same steps over.
You know, the other thing I couldn't help but think about, what was that story, or that building was like 100 stories, 101, something like that?
101.
101.
101.
And just to give everyone listening perspective, our newest, tallest building is what, 75 stories?
Yeah, yeah. I believe it's in the 70s. I don't know the exact number.
It's that much bigger. It's like, wow.
Enormous. But it did make me want to visit Taipei.
The other thing I couldn't help but think about, because I guess he's married now, right?
She's cute.
She's real cute. Kids. They kept showing her, and she didn't seem real nervous, but I kept thinking, if she's the one in the house that does the laundry, she must hate, like, Alex, you got chalk all over everything again. Like, all of his clothes were just covered in chalk.
No, if you were that guy, I mean, he has had, they talk about it in Free Solo, the documentary, when he scaled El Capitan in Yosemite National Park. And a lot of his friends have died doing this. A lot of them. His fellow climbers. Wouldn't you stop now? I mean, you did the big TV moment. You've done things no one's ever done.
Where do you go from here?
You got a wife and 2 kids.
Yeah. Does he have 2 kids now? I didn't catch that part.
Don't you open up a little rock climbing gym?
Right, just teach
hometown
basics.
and teach. I mean,
he got paid for that. He said he wouldn't.
Sure.
He said he refused to reveal. He said it was an embarrassing amount of money.
Good.
Mid-6 figures.
Good for him.
But he won't say what it is. But yeah, at some point also, don't you think your wife's like, I think we're good.
Yeah, and it was what was
Let's
interesting.
use ropes now.
What was also really interesting too is that that's the first time that many people have ever seen him climb in person, watching him climb the building. And his other stuff that he's soloed a lot of different places, he didn't even have camera crews with him because in his brain it wasn't a solo unless he did it by himself.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Like 100% by himself.
Yeah.
Which is kind of a weird way to look at it. But I mean, what he talked about all the ways in the world to make a living. That's a tough one.
Yeah.
Hey, and how about those camera guys hanging there for the whole hour and a half?
Yeah.
That would be
his
terrifying.
Buddies. They were on a crane, right? And just kind of suspended.
Kind of dangling.
Yeah.
Oh, God, it sounds terrifying.
Right.
Pretty cool, though. Pretty cool. And you've met him in person.
Yeah. We filmed a podcast at his house, and he lives in Las Vegas in a very typical suburban neighborhood. I mean, it looks like where a young family would live in a Vegas suburb. Except there's like the giveaway is like the extreme outdoorsy van outside.
Yeah.
Which a lot of Austinites have that and never go on a dirt road even.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've got those they're like what do they call it? Sprinters.
Yeah, it's like with the extra fuel cans. I'm like, come on.
Right. And the guy with the Jeep with the extra fuel cans and the jack that's at Mopac in Far West Boulevard.
Right.
And you can tell the can has never come off of the Jeep.
You're not going to run out of gas going to the McKinney Falls parking lot.
Yeah, right. And it says, if you can read this, I need help. The sticker on the back of his car. Yeah.
What's even worse is I'm sorry to pick on all you guys. I'm actually kind of envious, but the new Defender people, the Land Rover Defender people, they bolt everything onto the side of the cars and they go to Barton Creek Mall. That's what they do.
1031austin.com.
This is the JB and Sandy Show on Austin's 80s station 103.1. Text us 737-301-9600.
All right, kind of an anniversary of sorts today for Tricia and I. She reminds me of this every single year. I never remember. Do you have like a thing in your phone?
Yeah, but I also have a weird thing for dates.
Yeah, you do. And Tricia's constantly reminding me of, hey, it's your godson's birthday. Hey, it's your nephew's birthday. Hey, it's been so many days since Bumper died. You know what I mean?
I know.
That type of stuff. And today she's already reminded me. Tell everybody what today is.
Today is the 23rd anniversary of mine and Sandy's first date.
Yep, it was a Super Bowl Sunday.
Oh.
Yep. First date.
And I'll tell you the quick story.
I don't remember. That's an odd first date.
It was. Here's what happened. I'll never forget.
It's going to make fun of me in a second.
Yeah, I am.
I think it's crazy.
So I remember it was a Super Bowl Sunday and Tricia and I had met, I don't know, how do we know, how long we know each other before?
We met when I came in to audition to be y'all's sidekick on your radio show.
Okay. And so I'm leaving to meet my buddies to go down to the old Copper Tank to watch the Super Bowl. And I stopped into it used to be a Diamond Shamrock right across from Anderson High School at Far West, or at Steck in Mesa.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I pull in there, get a can of Copenhagen and probably a 40 because that's what it was going to take me to get to the Copper Tank back then.
God.
And
I know. It's embarrassing, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Some of the things we Anyway,
and so I'm backing up and I'm like, you know what? I'll call that chick and see if she wants to meet us down there and watch the game. Surely she'll have plans. Surely 2 hours before kickoff of the Super Bowl, she's already doing something. Nope. I call her up. I go, hey, we're going down the Copper Tank to watch the game. You want to go? Oh, yeah, sure. I'll be right there.
I don't understand why you would think a chick necessarily would have plans for the Super Bowl. I didn't care anything about the Super Bowl or football.
It's kind of like
It's
saying
like an
you don't have any
American
plans
holiday.
for the 4th of July.
Yeah, it's an American
No,
holiday.
not necessarily.
My wife doesn't watch football at all. I've finally gotten her watching a little bit of UT football. She doesn't care, but she loves the Super Bowl.
Right.
No. I like the Super Bowl too. But to be honest with you, back then, at that time in my life, I more than likely was at home exhausted, recuperating from having gone out the 4 nights before.
Yeah.
And I didn't care about the Super Bowl. I was tired. That was at the time of my life where my girls and our group went out all the time.
You were still recovering from Thursday night at Dallas nightclub, Wine Me, Die Me 69.
Yeah, that was Wednesdays, by the way. That was Wednesdays.
Nights. Okay, so you're still recovering from that.
We did other stuff in between Wednesday and Super Bowl
Sunday.
Sunday.
Teach your line dance lessons on Thursday nights?
Don't teach line dancing. That's a rumor that's been alive and well for about 20 years.
That Tricia was a competitive line dancer.
Were you ever a regular at the warehouse, saloon, and billiards?
I've been there, yeah.
In 71.
I mean, come any of the places that you could two-step and dance.
Dance across Texas.
Danced across Texas. There was one out like
Ropers.
on Palmer. Ropers.
Yeah.
I've been to all of them.
Oh, God, you would love it. On South Congress on Sundays, they usually bring a band in to play on the patio, and it turns into a two-step fest.
What patio?
Yeah.
What patio?
That little patio by the coffee shop.
Oh, at Joe's?
It turns into a full-on honky-tonk.
Really?
Oh,
That's
yeah.
amazing.
You would love it.
Bunch of people from Michigan down here on vacation. down there.
Trying to do stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, God. I don't think it's that strange that I didn't have plans, but I got dressed and I drove down there.
Based on your activity in the 23 years since then, getting you out of bed and dressed is a major accomplishment.
Again, that was a whole different time. You would rarely see me without makeup on. And I walked in and met you at the Copper Tank. And I remember we sat down. I got there just in time. We placed our prop bets.
Mm-hmm.
Got there in time for kickoff.
Nowadays, Tricia says, you want to have a love. And I'm like, well, you put makeup on.
Yeah. So she's like, are you ever going to put makeup on again? I'm like, yeah, okay.
So 23 years ago.
23 years ago.
When did the 3-day date happen? A few weeks later?
That's like our third date. It was at the beginning of February when the ice storm hit. You and I went out, and then I got iced into your house on our third date for like 3 days.
Yeah. Whew. Both of us were ready to go.
Yeah.
3 days.
3 days.
Yeah. The first one I was all, this is kind of fun. And then the second one I was like, it feels weird. And by the third day I was like, I don't care what you have to do, get my car out of your driveway.
Yeah, and I did.
I can't believe some parts of the motor didn't shoot through the hood as much as he was flooring it.
I promise you there's some young couple out there right now that hooked up on Friday or Saturday.
Got stuck together.
They're still there. And it's either going really well or really bad, or they haven't left the bedroom. One of the two,
Right.
one of the three is what's happening.
Need extra cash in your life?
The $1,000 payday is back this morning at 9. 103.1.